right now would be a great opportunity to take you through my vlogging setup. Good morning. Another day, another dollar, another day at Creative Photo Co. Let's go get some coffee. Should this be the start of the Pembula Coffee Hustle? Season 2? Because like, all the cafes seem to change names and owners like once a year around here. Just bring your cappuccino with 1 sugar tea. Take away, thanks. Pembula Pantry Coffee. Success. Alright, Season 2 of the Pembula Coffee Hustle, Episode 1. First impressions. It's a very good temperature. I would like it to be a little stronger though, but maybe that's just because I've become a coffee addict. It's well cooked or well baristed. It's not bitter at all. It's quite pleasing to the palate. I like the taste of the beans and it's really well cooked. Maybe a little milky, but that's a cappuccino. Why am I even complaining about that? All right, final verdict. Overall, I give it a double thumbs up. Guys, I'm gonna try and make a Creative Photo Co kind of vlog each week. Because behind the scenes. Yeah, because I'm in here like several times a week, and now that I'm doing that, I want you guys to become more familiar with the team members. This team member being Sammy.
I just did some mini sessions this morning for Easter.
Mm-hmm.
3 cutest kids. Oh my gosh.
And you did that with Jodie Talbot, and Jodie Talbot is a vlog fan.
Is she?
But she didn't want to be on the vlog. And Sammy is also helping me edit the vlogs a little bit now, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Risky business, that one.
Risky business. I'll get to know your head a lot better.
You're going to hate me. Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
As the boss, I would like to go racing down the driveway on the seats with Sam.
Is that no one's decision or mine?
It's not your decision.
It should be a little bit.
My biggest concern is that a chair will just keep going straight out into traffic.
Alright peeps, so we're here with Morgski, who's slightly out of frame, and I thought right now would be a great opportunity to take you through my vlogging setup. My vlogging setup has changed a fair lot over the last 50 vlogs. I hate saying the word vlog, it's such a disgusting word. It doesn't feel right coming off the palate. But first, let's talk about the camera that started it all over here on Gabeski and Hutch. That's the iPhone. I started off on the iPhone 6s Plus, and then I upgraded to the iPhone 7, which, if I'm being honest, was nothing but a massive pain in the behind. And the reason why that was because all the third-party accessories were no longer made for it. So things like lenses and microphones and things like that, I couldn't get it for it. So it was almost a bit of a step back in a way, just to get a slight improvement in video quality. But nonetheless, I predominantly use the iPhone 7 for time-lapse videos, and anytime that I just don't have a camera on me at the time, I just whip this out. To go with this, to get nice landscape time-lapse videos, I bought a Moments wide-angle lens. Now this is one of the more higher-end lenses that you can find for your iPhone. The glass is really good quality, so you just screw it in like that. Moving on to the camera that I would say I would use second most out of all of my recent vlogs, and that would be the GoPro Hero 5. So I primarily use this in like all action situations, whether it's jumping in the water or chasing cows around the yard. But I also use this in situations where I really don't have that much time to get the shot, and I just want to make sure whatever I'm seeing is getting in the camera. And setting this to like the super wide mode so that everything is just in the shot is really helpful for me just at particular times. I'm going to change cameras and I'm going to show you the main camera that I use at the moment. Right, so I've just swapped over to the GoPro because I need to show you my main shooting camera, which is the Sony A5100. Now I got this because it was a nice balance between the Sony mirrorless cameras like the A6500 and the Sony point and shoot cameras like the RX100. Now this is really cool because it has the flip up screen, as you can see here, where you can see yourself, and it's touchscreen, which is great, and some of the higher end Sony mirrorless cameras don't even have a touchscreen at the moment, so that's weird. I just stuck these things on the top here to stop the wind noise because this camera hasn't got an external audio input, which is one downfall from it, but it was no big deal, I got over it. And the lens that it comes with is just a 16 to 50mm lens, which is honestly just great for vlogging. Now I've just swapped back over to the Sony A5100 and I just want to show you the last bit of camera gear that I use, which is this Sony lens, 18 to 105mm at f.4 constant. This has just been a really good camera to get those, I don't know, extra artistic shots that, I know, you just can't get on a wide angle lens. And plus it's a lot sharper than the stock lens that comes with the Sony A5100. Moving on from the camera gear, let's move on to the editing process. I'm still using my 2011 MacBook Pro. I've upgraded the internals to have 16 gigabytes worth of RAM, and I've taken out the optical drive and put in a solid state hard drive and fused it together to make a fusion drive. Now another thing that I've changed recently is that I actually edit from my external hard drive now. And that's just a normal hard drive, it's not solid state. So I have all my Final Cut libraries on here and I edit from here. As you can see, I've done a little hack here where the hard drive is velcroed to the back of the laptop. The reason why I did that is because it just kept getting pulled out because I had to sit it all over the desk and I just didn't like it. Whereas now, it's just constantly like that, which is great. Hey Josh, how's it going? Pretty good. Alright guys, so this is the final part of my vlog setup, which is Final Cut Pro, which is where I do all of my editing. I'm not going to go heaps into my editing process right now, unless you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. But I'll quickly show you something that I've recently stumbled across, which has been really beneficial for me to get my kind of look that I want. Okay, now when I record on the Sony A5100, I record in a really flat profile. So this is the flat footage that I've shot. Now if I put on all of the effects, you'll see it just adds more vibe to it. Now the key to getting these better looking kind of color profiles rather than just doing it all in this color correction here is by purchasing LUTs. You guys can do all your own research on that. I went and bought the Pixel Film Pro Film LUT package for like, I don't know, it was like 60 bucks or something, or $30. It was quite cheap. So if I just take that off, you can see it gives me some good vibes. Now I can go through here and I can choose something else like Kodak. And you see it completely changes the look of it. But yeah, you can go all the way down to some pretty full-on stuff like that, which kind of looks really cool and Instagrammy. You can just get lots of different looks. But at the moment, I'm kind of liking film burned, which just gives me a natural look that still looks a little bit vibey. So yeah, that's my vlogging setup, I think. If you've got any more questions, make sure you ask me, because I can guarantee if you ask me any questions in the comments, they will be answered because nobody asks me questions.
Hello, oh, smiley boy.
It's going good?
I think that was 1:30.
But I don't really work out there in that really nice area. That's where the girls work. I work out in the dungeon. This is where all the real work happens, out in the dungeon. It's a work in progress, but you know what? I don't really need all that fancy big studio stuff. Just give me a laptop and a lot of coffee and I'm good to go. But guys, that's gonna have to be it for today. Until next time, peace. And the reason why that was This is just the vlog life. And you just edit all this out. And the reason why that was...
When you hit a certain amount of followers, can you do a blooper reel?